1 2 1 2. Check it out.
It's the guys next door.
Check it out, y'all.
Only you to enjoy.
Yo, get live. Nobody fly it and fly ride. Couple guys from the city and you know Mac Wiles we own. Life of the party, my boy home. That smells Jones.
It's the guys next door.
Check it out, y'all.
Only you to enjoy.
So it was there was this one time that I was very, very upset about what was going on set for 90210. And you know, I guess just being a young nigga at that time, I didn't have a lot of people that I could talk to or even who could help me navigate the industry the right way, right? Like I'm only thinking hood tactics and I'm like, okay, what can I, like this person's pissing me off, but I keep thinking I can't do that. I doing 90210, I always felt like I had a lot of pressure on my back because I was the first black kid on CW to be in a leading role.
Sure was.
So it always felt like whether there was a magnifying glass or a microscope or anything on me, I always felt it. Like it always felt like I gotta be careful. Somebody's watching. I gotta be careful. I can't mess this up for everybody else. I gotta be careful. Whatever. So situation happens. I don't like what's going on set, and my mind is only thinking one way. So I'm like, yo, I hit one person who I know has navigated the entire industry. I hit Jay, Uncle Jay, and I just emailed him, and I'm just asking him for like advice on like, you know, how do I? If there's somebody like this that's kind of like, I don't like what's going on and I don't feel right with what's going on. What do I do? He's like, well, you have to determine if you love the person or not. He's like, if you love the person, you pull them to the side, you talk to him, you let them know what's going on, and you see how they move afterwards. If you don't, you just give them enough rope that they can hang themselves. Let them kick away their own chair.
That makes a lot of sense. And I feel like I go with that, let them hang themselves route a lot more than I go with the pull them to the side. I'm not going to say I don't have love for everybody, but I don't.
It's a difference. You can have love for people. I love everybody.
I want,
you know?
even in my prayers, like I pray that the people that don't fuck with me succeed.
Absolutely.
Because I do. I promise you I do. But for me, it's more just like, yo, I'm not gonna take the time out of my day to hate on your life because it's only gonna slow down my blessings.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm not here for that. I want to win. So if me winning, I'm gonna win more. If me winning includes you winning, cool. But we just not on the same field. We're not on the same court. You don't have to shake my hand. You don't have to say hi, great game. You don't got to do none of that. I'm gonna win regardless. But you're gonna do some shit that a lot of people don't like. And if that's the case, I'm gonna let you
do what you do. And I'm gonna do what I do.
Which at the end of the day, you hang yourself.
Yeah, I don't got that. I do not got that part.
You ain't got that much love.
Terrible things to happen to all whom oppose me.
Let's pray for Mouse Jones,
But
y'all.
they already,
Ladies and gentlemen,
don't pray for me.
Yeah,
Pray
but
for
the
them,
thing is,
motherfuckers.
Mouse, the thing is, when you don't wish on somebody's downfall and you know they're wrong,
I don't know.
You know what happens?
Let me see. Do I wish on people? Yeah, I do.
You know what happens? They fall.
You actually participate as much as you possibly can in people's downfalls.
Yes. Like, them niggas be down.
And I will go.
They come out like this.
There's a bit more. I'll be like, go farther.
Go lower.
It can go lower. Let me ask you guys something.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to be honest, right? Transparency.
Can you talk to the people? Can we?
Fuck them. Hey, Kim. Someone's at the door. Can you grab that for us? Fuck them.
Oh, Lord.
They here. Let's let them in.
They are.
Okay, hold on. I'll start this off.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome to another week.
What if they're non-binary?
Okay, ladies, gentlemen, and others. Does that work?
Oh, we got famous people in here.
Ooh, my man.
We got famous
Smells
people
like
in here.
money. Money just walked in.
Good, bro.
Yo, bro, we
He
recording.
acting like we're not recording.
Yo,
Look at him.
yo, what's up, with you, bro?
Where you go? Where are you going?
Going out the set.
Over there. What are you?
This nigga fucking my lights up. They shake.
With the
I know
Yashi
it's
jacket on? Yo, who is he?
not
has a
your
lot of
studio.
money.
I get it, but you know,
Your boy said it's not his studio and he just went crazy.
went wild.
He went behind
Yo, no.
nuts. That was
He
nuts.
went in front of every camera.
every single camera.
Everyone.
He wanted every camera to see that jacket.
He wanted everybody to see
Sorry,
that
you got it,
jacket.
Yeah, that's what it
that
was.
was. That was actual gold leaf
Yeah.
in that joint.
Yeah,
It's
no,
crazy.
absolutely. Those were made with the gold teeth of bad kids. That's why they all have
Wow.
silver teeth.
Wow.
But
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Yeah.
to another week of Guys Next Door. Ladies and gentlemen, others, right? Other? No, that's not.
if you, listen, you got a lot more to lose if you get
I
canceled than I
listen,
do.
listen.
Hold on,
to
bitch.
all of our
Y'all,
family.
wait the fuck a minute.
You absolutely
You
right.
wasn't supposed to agree
all
with
of
that.
our family, all of our neighbors. Welcome to another week of Guys Next Door. We appreciate you, man. We are here back in the crib. You see the new logo.
Bang!
See the new logo.
And I know y'all still singing the new music.
Oh my
You're
God.
still singing it. It's a
Please.
clean song.
It's a nice tune.
It's a great tune.
Pretty good
Lie.
tune.
Hey,
Ringtone.
tell the
Cop
truth.
it.
Tell-
99 cents.
Tell the truth. When y'all first heard it, how many times you was caught yourself singing it?
I
Tell the
still
truth.
listen to it.
Tell the
I
truth.
want to hear what they were talking about me. I wanted to hear what they said about me. I had to hear it.
You heard this nigga?
What do you say?
Say it again.
I wanted to hear what they had to say about me.
He's the first person. He's the first person mentioned.
That's all
I
that
know.
matters.
That's why I wanted to hear them say it.
Oh, did you hear what they said about me and Matt?
I did good. And he said,
All right.
niggas only
Oh
playing my
my
verse at my
gosh.
crib. You're
Yo, the nigga Ryan said, run it back.
Run it back.
Pull up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for coming, and we know, every Monday we try to be here. Every Monday we try.
Some of us more than others.
Some of us more than others, but we do be trying to be here every Monday to be here with you guys to enjoy our good time.
I done been a broke bitch. I was a broke bitch last week. This week I was a broker bitch. So yeah, somebody could get these shots. Yeah.
Jesus
Last
Christ.
week we came back last week and Ryan called me all kind of broke.
He did. That was it
So
was great.
yeah, absolutely.
It was
I'm
great.
not- somebody's gonna catch a. I got a gun too.
All right.
Who you calling?
Guys.
I'm
It
in
was
trouble.
it was a rule. My fault.
Hey!
Oh, it's mad celebrities in the crib today.
Come on, we getting cozy in the crib. What's
Oh,
poppin'
you
with
didn't
you, boy?
even know I was
Gold out.
gold out.
We don't. Me and Mac don't got none. Nige. If you wanted to, Nigel Sylvester just called in. Great BMX rider. Also,
The greatest,
Also,
actually.
here goes the thing. I'm gonna tell you why he's the greatest BMX rider.
Why?
It's not because of what he actually did. It's not because he jumped out of a fucking plane on a bike. It's not because he has a Jordan 1 with another one on the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's not because he's the only other black man than me that looks good in leather pants.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you why he's a legend.
Excuse me.
Why is that?
When I wear leather,
Hey, you can't. Come on, you can't touch me and Nigel. When me and Nigel put on leather,
Listen, you
fuck
haven't
him.
even seen leather on
Fuck-
my legs yet.
Fuck him. I'm gonna tell you why he's the greatest.
Explain.
He got mentioned by Jay-Z. That's
Yes,
all
he
I'm
did.
saying.
Yes,
He's
he
in the
did.
Jay-Z ball. That nigga's immortalized. And I use the Jay-Z ball on my Instagram. That's double immortalization. The nigga can't die.
2 times.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
back
we
to
here.
other legendary
We here.
shit. We don't have no hoodies. We don't got nothing.
I'll send it to you. We're here till like 7. 7.
Nigga hit, yo.
Tell that nigga I need not only a sweatsuit, but
need
I
a
need
book.
the new kicks.
I need a book. I need a sweatsuit, and I need
I'm
sneakers.
by the
You
book.
see
I'm
the
by
thing
the
is-
book.
My name is Ryan.
Wow.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Anyway,
If you want to come,
everybody,
there's a book
please.
signing in
I'm
Los.
in Vegas that day. Remember?
No, you're not. It's on a Wednesday.
Everybody, please subscribe everywhere that you listen to podcasts. If you're listening to this on Apple, make sure that you give us 5 stars because we're childish and we need the act.
We need validation.
We need the
child.
validation. Please, just give it to us.
Please.
Be nice. and maybe we'll read one of your comments one of these days.
Sure might.
That sounds good to me.
Sure might.
Sure might.
Sure might kind of do it.
I'm gonna start saying, sure might.
Sure might. It's a chance.
Make sure that you guys watch this podcast, on YouTube, Guys Next Door Pod.
Watch the show.
Watch the show. Sorry. Make sure you guys watch the show on Guys Next Door Pod. Make sure that you join in the conversation on all social media platforms, Guys Next Door Show. Yeah, man.
All right.
I feel like we got a good one today. What we
All right.
talking about?
Before that, I want to ask y'all a question. As my brothers,
Talk to me.
I want to ask y'all a question. Why are you making a face, Ryan? I'm being serious. This is why I can't be serious.
You're making me nervous. You're making
All
me
right.
nervous.
So I'm always, coming up with ideas and different creative stuff.
Always.
I think I'm ready. What are you laughing?
He's making.
Oh my God, bro! What's what?
Cause what are you ready for?
I think I'm ready to hit the stage again.
Hit the stage.
Like,
Yeah,
Talk to me. What do you mean?
Like
comedy?
Like
Like
comedic.
Were you talking about you yourself?
Yeah, me.
Okay.
Just me by myself.
Are you serious?
I think so.
So you're gonna open up for us?
Wow.
Child, y'all would open up for me.
Yo, last time you gave us a comedian, you guys are making up to do.
Wow.
Hey, listen. Not everybody hits it out the park every time.
Well, I remember it was our first show. Niggas were like, "Yo, it's time. Y'all gotta come upstairs."
That's not worse. I'm telling you, no matter what, it's not worse than when Tahoe opened up for the He-Man Woman Haters Club podcast.
Nasty.
Yo,
It's crickets.
the nigga went upstairs. He went on. We were like, all right. Now, mind you, Tahoe said he want to do 10 minutes. I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, go for it. In my mind, I'm like,
Mouse,
I've
you're
done
such
comedy.
a nice person. You're
I've
such
done
a nice
no,
person.
no.
10 minutes
No,
is a
I'm
long
not a nice
time.
person.
10
I was
minutes is
setting
a long
myself up
time.
because I knew he was gonna bomb, and I would
You
have
set-
material
did
to
you
talk
set-
about.
Did you set yourself up or did you set him up?
I set him up to set us up
Wow.
because I knew he was gonna bomb, and now I have more, and I have material to talk about at the opening of the show.
Oh, Jesus
But yeah, it was really bad. You know, it was bad because Tahoe was doing shit like this. Where's the mic? You got one in here?
Yes.
Tahoe was doing shit like this. This how you know it's bad. Nigga just start doing this shit like, it's crazy. It's
It
crazy.
is hot outside. Shout out
He
to all the
start doing
ladies.
this shit
Shout out
like-
to ladies.
Shout out to ladies in here. Y'all beautiful.
Wow.
So, but this was early Tahoe.
Wow. The posture.
What is early Tahoe? He's 50.
Yeah, before. this is before Christ.
Before Christ?
Wow.
But yes, I think
See, before COVID.
it was before COVID.
Way before.
Shit.
Ain't
It
even
was shit. Fucking with Tahoe could have been before
It was anthrax.
success.
It was
Yo.
anthrax.
Mouse. Go home.
All right, sorry. I'm just saying, I think I'm ready. Like I think I'm ready to do it. Like, obviously not in like the way like I just go out here and I tell these like jokes, right? But just in a way where I would have like the Nathaniel special.
I would actually be very
You should
interested.
do some shit like Mike Tyson.
Like a one-man show?
Yeah, one man.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Who just knocking?
Who is
just
knocking this hard?
Yeah, it was the police.
That
I
sound
hope
like
they
a actor knock.
PUNCH. Punch him.
There we go.
The God.
There he is.
The God.
With the good feet. There we go. Them joints clean. Them joints new. there it is.
Oh, there it is. All right.
But yeah, I think
That would be interesting.
I think I'm
I
ready.
think you kill that shit.
like being on the stage, doing trap karaoke, hosting. Though in the way I do it, a lot of that is a lot of one-on-one like crowd work with me,
It is.
and it's like,
Yo, bro, what you do
What
on
would
the
it-
stage is unmatched.
thank you.
Like you could really do whatever the fuck you want. So say what you want and just do it. I'm support it. I'm gonna help you do it.
I'm genuinely interested to see what that'll look like, especially because it's I know you. You're not gonna want to you're not gonna want to stand up there and just do jokes.
Yeah, that's not that. Like I don't want that expectation, right? That's why I enjoy doing this, right? I get to go on stage and say what I want. I think what I want to do is I want to have a way to. I want to find a. Like I said, I got inspired watching the Nathaniel special, and then obviously just going back out and then watching like Rock. On his new tour, well, not on his new tour, but like before, like on Tambourine and shit, where he's more or less giving like commentary instead of like perform. Like right now, what he's touring right is a comedy set, but like Tambourine and all that shit was more or less conversational based. Nathaniel took it one step further, and he was actually talking to the crowd, and that's kind of what I want to do, where there's like a dialogue between me and the crowd, on some real shit, and the jokes just transition to the next point of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm ready to, you got to get your chops up. I think I might.
Listen, I told you, I'm
with it.
Alex, you think I could do it?
Wow.
That's because he bombed. That's why he can think I can't do it, because he fucking bombed. Crazy. No, fuck you. I don't want it now. I don't want the vote of confidence now.
I think you can do it.
You think so?
I mean, I think you already do it.
Yeah, but there's no expectation for me to be funny. There's an expectation for me to be entertaining.
That you don't know.
You think so?
There is that you don't know.
I would say to a certain extent you're right, but to a certain extent you're right as well. Where yes, people just come to the show because you're entertaining, but you don't understand how much of what your entertainment comes from.
Ah, okay.
And your entertainment is funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it's you being you. There's other people out there that can't do what you do.
Pretty much.
Yeah, definitely.
See what I'm saying? Like, there's hosts of stuff that just read the card, teleprompter.
Yeah.
And then there's people that can really make a crowd move. And
Yeah.
not a lot of people can. And it's not because they just, yes, it is. They just can't do it. I'm
can't
sorry.
do it.
I tried to, like,
Thank you.
sugarcoat it all I want. But when I see, like, I actually look at the faces of the people. And to me, that crowd is very difficult in my eyes.
Black people. What?
Now, it's not even just black people. That is, that crowd, no, that is a very humbling crowd. They will humble your
Oh yeah,
ass
they'll
up.
shut you down quickly.
It's real people. These people have real jobs.
Yeah, they got
get
real
up
jobs, yeah.
early in the morning. This
What are we
is
here
a
for?
Saturday event. If it happened on a Monday, they couldn't make it.
Yep.
If it was any day during the week, they couldn't
wouldn't
get
have made it, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like we take our
That's a
time
very
out.
good,
We're going to see
thought,
this.
yeah.
When I walk in there, and this is what I take, because some people are bougie, and especially where I see the show, there are bougie people. There are no bougie people in that. I went to talk to RJ after when we was bowling, and I was like, yo, we got to see you at the next one. He's like, yo, I'm coming to every one.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And for a celebrity of who that is in LA,
Especially in LA.
to be like, yo, and that's not his scene.
That's not his scene,
It's
no.
not a scene. So for him to come there and still get the love that it was like, yo, you can do this anywhere. And even when I talked to homie that started it, I told him, and I probably shouldn't have told him because I was head is big as shit. Yeah, I mean, he got big head anyway. But I told him, I was like, yo, I said, you created something that can last forever.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, he just, his smile. And I'm like, smack that dumb shit up. But you created something that only way you will lose this is if you do it to yourself.
Yeah, that's a fact.
If you say words, you'll lose it. But if you keep it in his hands,
Thank you.
you're good.
But yeah, that's why it was on my mind for a little bit, and I've tossed it around to a few other people. I was like, let me talk to my brothers.
So
about what
let's map it out.
Do it.
Let's really
Yeah.
do it.
Do it.
All right, let's do it.
Do it.
Let's do it.
I mean, like I said, I already think you do it. But it's just now, just
Like
taking
people
it,
showing up, with the,
scaling it down, and
Yeah.
scaling down is not always like a good thing. But in this, it's more.
Yeah, I want to
intimate way.
condense it. I want it to be like these intimate rooms. I want to go do this show concept. I
Can't
want
be
to do
worse
it in
than
the
T.I.
comedy clubs, huh? It can't be worse than who?
Yeah,
Wow.
He's bad. I never
not
seen
good.
none of
He's not great.
not good.
We love T.I.
We love him.
we love Tip, but
Hey,
That was
pause.
crazy.
Hey, why you so horny?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm
damn,
so sorry.
Early, you just got
Yeah.
complained.
Listen.
Niggas all that testosterone, all that working out, they got the nigga horny.
You know,
It's that
It's
preg.
that
You know,
prego.
It's that
I can't
prego.
do
That
too
prego,
much.
you can't do
She's
too
pregnant.
much.
It's that
Can't do too
prego.
much. She's pregnant.
Yes, you
Shit,
can.
lay on the side. I've been there. You can't lie to me. I've been there.
Damn.
Lay on the side.
I was gonna say,
Use your leg to cock the other leg up. Because you know the leg kind of heavy, right?
I was gonna say I've been there.
You probably have.
You probably
definitely
are
have.
a little nasty.
That's a
You're
nasty
little
man.
Nasty.
Hey, you're a little nasty ass nigga right there. Fucking on somebody's baby mother.
And I got a phone call from the nigga.
You
Like
love-
months later, like, yo, who the I'll
Hey,
be real.
hey.
There's only a couple times that I've been scared on the phone.
Oh yeah.
And this was one of
What
them.
that nigga
boys.
Fab said?
That nigga
You know,
threw
you
up.
heard that new
That
Drake?
nigga said so
You
much
reading-
gang language on that 6-second call.
Yeah, he wants you. Yeah,
Oh, you want to be dead?
yeah, he wants you. Yeah, he wants you going.
Let me go.
If you poked my baby in the head, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna lie to
For
you.
sure.
I'm gonna fuck you
With
up.
the gift I was given, poke that little bit right in the forehead.
Yo,
Just think your
Jesus.
son, little son.
Right.
Like if it. And you know it's mad liquid in there, so come in slow motion.
Imagine getting shot and in slow mo.
Wait,
Nigga said
wait, right.
Oh no! Pow! Pow!
Oh my god.
You why my baby kiss is so salty?
Dog.
Yo.
What is wrong with you?
was there first.
Yeah, it gets pretty dark here. Let's lighten it up, Matt.
We
What
are
we talking
back.
about today? We're back. This is what happens. You give us hiatus. Matt, what we talking about today?
Man, I'm actually there's something that we were talking about off air.
Yeah. You want me to pull up the video?
Pull up the video, man. Let's yeah, that one.
There you go.
I just had to cool off, right? Just get my mind right, man, you know. But I really gotta get this off my chest, man. Cameras and all that. I just wanna say this. I just wanna say this. You and my mama. This is my wife. I don't have nobody if y'all ain't with me. I don't have nobody.
I'm with you. Like,
All that talking, cuz I need y'all to show me, cuz, for real.
okay.
You gotta stop because you don't have nobody. That should make you support this even more because you know I want somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even I'm in love with this, all this. You know what I'm saying?
And no one's arguing that
You know why I'm like I am with her?
because of what you saw me go through.
I saw your lifestyle. I grew up in a whorehouse. I grew up in a trap house.
Yep.
So all I knew was that, you know what I'm saying? And I love you because you held it down and like you did what you had to do. But imagine you never
A
had
child
to,
point of view.
you
How
never
you
had to
look at
sleep
it.
with your mama 24/7 because you couldn't go in your room.
Okay.
You never had to walk in on mom dope.
Yeah.
You never had to walk in on mom just you know what I'm saying? The way I was raised, I had to deal with that cuz everything that happened, I had to deal with that. And I'm still dealing with it because ain't nobody come take me to give me no help. Ain't nobody got me no help. I learned about that when I got older.
Okay. So, do you?
No, this real, cuz like this this in my head, my whole life, in my head. The I go through, I can't even go to her, she hard. I can't go to you hard. So I'm on the concrete, my granddaddy ain't that hard.
Wow.
But guess what? And I ain't taking nothing from you because you put me there. You put money in my you gave me to help my rap career and all that. Ain't nobody do that but you. So I love my mama
It's okay though.
and I love my wife.
Yeah. But I love you.
You feel me?
But this is my baby. I just can't change his diaper. I was the best mother I could be. I'm not a perfect person, nor am I a perfect mother. No one is. But I want to turn a new cheek myself and get this family back to where it needs to be. I'm willing and ready to forgive him and his wife because we're supposed to be family and we should act like family and we should pray together and stay together.
We all have our own upbringing. Like, it's just, we all need this moment.
He meant that. We never seen scrap like this.
So we watched that, Mac, and then we came to the table because I think people never see that side. They never see that part of any black man. Men in general, but I am around black men most of the time. So, and typically we get painted the worst, right? We'll have that trauma. So what we just heard is Lil Scrappy basically discussing the way he grew up and what caused the traumas and the issues that he had in his adulthood, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in the way his social disposition is.
Everything. Yeah.
Just his demeanor, right? He's so rigid because that's what he's been raised around. Even so much so that he was attracted to a woman that is the same way.
Yep.
But that part never gets documented. That part never gets discussed. That part, this is a spectacle because we've never seen it before.
Yeah. There's so much that go into this, man. But I want to ask. I want to start just with questions, and we'll
Right.
see where the conversation goes. For the both of you, when it comes to things of this nature, childhood trauma, or just things that, because I've always, I think we've said it once before on this podcast. We always constantly say these things about growing up, but we never really grow up. We're the kids in the points in our lives that we've been hurt.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So if you can identify, and it's crazy because us as black men, we don't get the space to do that.
Nope.
So right now, giving you guys the space to just think, what are one or some of the childhood traumas that have led you to where you are today?
I mean, I've y'all know I got into an argument like this with my mom recently. Like, I think it was like a year and some change ago. It was definitely not about what the fuck he was going through. I'll tell y'all that now. But yeah, I don't want people to get it twisted. I wasn't raised in a whorehouse or a crack house.
Absolutely not.
I
He was
didn't have
raised
to-
in a restaurant, a black-owned restaurant.
Don't get it fucked up.
Oh shit!
Don't say
Don't
nothing
you ever
smart.
get it
Don't
fucked
say
up.
nothing smart in these
Oh
comments
boy,
either.
you could laugh. Oh boy, I love you can laugh on this show.
But I went through a
Niggas are
similar.
stupid.
I'll say similar just because it was like a true like open moment between me and my mom. I mean, my mom was going through, which she still is. Like after we had surgery. Yeah, after we had surgery, I just didn't know what to say. After we had surgery, she had to take medicine, which she still does. But
Do you identify as trans 2 kidneys?
y'all gonna laugh at that? Y'all all going to hell.
So
Whoever laughed,
so that means
You are laughing, you stupid idiot.
he's already going to hell.
It's not even a regular laugh either.
Niggas with 2 kidneys always want
No,
to pop
I'm
shit.
just asking, do you identify as a trans
No.
2 kidney person?
So that means he identifies as somebody with 2
I
kidneys.
identify as I have 1 kidney.
There we go.
That's how you identify as uno.
Why
kidney.
would I
you
not?
cyst 1 kidney.
This nigga just wants
That's
to.
what
Niggas, yo, look. You see the listeners? They still ain't changed. But this is why they not happy. This is why they're not happy with themselves. That's why they not happy with themselves. You know,
LGBTQIK community?
Yo.
they gonna cancel
Oh my
him.
god.
Cut his braids right off. His
Oh
fucking
my
head.
god.
Cis 2 kidneys.
It's all right. My 1 is still better than his 2. Crazy. Still a crazy thing. Anyway, back to what the fuck we was really talking about. Jeez, God. They
So
always
after
make.
you said-
They
you
always
said
make.
after the surgery.
They always make fun of me and my. My shortcomings.
Well, a shortcoming you have to show up. Only one showing up to the party, buddy.
Wow.
Well, it's a shortcoming if one didn't show up, right?
Nope, it's an absentee game. you gotta forfeit.
Nah,
We was having-
I'm still here.
If we
I'm
was
not
having
doing
a
this.
piss-
So you're saying I gotta die? That's what you're telling
What?
everybody has
Wow.
1 kidney, gotta die, Mouth?
Wow.
Is that what you're saying? I'm just asking you what you're saying on the platform.
Wow. He's putting you on the spot.
Is this what you're saying? Absentee, we just don't come?
Oh wow.
We don't mean anything?
You telling me we don't mean anything?
This nigga just turned me
Wow.
into an alt kidney person.
Say we don't mean anything? Because we have 1? Because we donated
All right.
to save another life. We not worth anything?
Now, all right.
Are you anti-kidneys?
You anti-kidneys? Do you not want yours?
Yeah, so like
Wow.
on January 7th, that's when we had the kidney revolt.
I think we should just
That was good? Yeah, I can do it, man.
take both of his kidneys and see if
See, now that's
see
crazy.
if he can last.
Wow.
See, now that is
You
some
talking shit
that's
about
some
some shit you
Antifa
got.
kidney shit right
That is
there.
some Antifa.
That's Antifa
You know,
kidney shit right
sometimes you got to take
there. That
what
is
people,
some kidney liberal
what
shit
people
right
take
there.
for granted. You
doing
just got to
this.
take
We're
it
not doing
away.
this.
So now you want to take both of my kidneys because
Yes.
I make fun of you having one kidney. Fuck just taking one of my kidneys.
You got to know what it feels like to have none.
You don't know what it feels
You
like.
don't know
to have
what
none.
happened when I was under the
You
knife.
think they took both out just to see what it
Just
looked
to
like?
see what was going on. My doctor said I have very attractive organs, so I'm thinking he took them out, checked it out.
He's
What
like,
if a nigga
this
said-
is a pretty.
Said I would
ass
like
organ."
to swap
What
out.
if, what if a nigga took both kidneys out, looked at the post-op nurse like, he'd be fucked up without these, right? He did some dumb shit. I'd be fucked up. Does some dumb shit like black. I'd be
You
fucked up
know,
if I put
not
that
too
shit
many
back
people
in.
can laugh at these jokes, and they can't. So I could. I got one kidney. Haha, that's me. Dumb, not so much. Anyway, back to what I was saying. My mother
Okay.
This is a very serious.
Got back
episode.
serious.
You're
Got
right.
back
Back to
serious.
back to
Thank
Got
you.
back serious.
If you wanted to be jokey,
Yes,
we
we're-
shouldn't.
I'm sorry. That's
fucking
my
listen to
apologies.
Lil
That's my
Scrappy
apologies.
cry.
That's my
Okay?
apologies.
Very true.
We was
Very
talking
true.
about loss, and your kidney came up. That's my apologies.
Wow. It's all right.
It was right there.
You lost some things too. We talked about it last episode.
Wow. Hey, that was a little low, but I'm not mad at it. I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Fair game. It's a fight. It's a war. What the fuck you talking about? Anyways,
Fuck that bitch in your kidney.
niggas said, fuck it. They all together.
Everybody want burn.
All right. So,
I love
anyways,
this show, man.
so when my mom had to take medication,
Yeah.
she wasn't being like the person she needed to be and read what these medications do to you. And some of the side effects to it were like suicidal thoughts and all type of shit that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about this until she went off crazy. Just said some
You
wild.
didn't know about the side effects?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said some wild, like, she just said shit that I never thought she would say. I never thought a mother would say to her child.
Yeah.
So we went at it, tears. You know, I don't cry. Like, that's just not my thing. It's just not my way I show my emotions. She's crying, I'm crying. Juan's there, he's crying. Like, everybody's crying to the point where she said something, and I was like, you know what? You don't ever have to talk to me again. Like, you could get in that car and leave me the fuck alone. Like, I've never cursed at my mother. This is the first day. It kind of felt all right.
felt
But
all right,
this,
right?
it was the first day I was like, yo, who the fuck is you talking to like that? Like, I was really talking to her like
I'm
she
saving
wasn't
mine.
my mom.
I'm saving mine. I
Like,
got one.
nah. I had that. But
You-
it was that moment that she had to understand, like, you're not talking to a kid.
You talking to a grown man.
You're talking to a grown man, and you're talking to me about some shit that's me and how you treat me and how you've treated me based on how I don't care how you felt, what it was going. Just because you was raised this way doesn't mean I needed to be raised that way, and doesn't mean you need to talk to me in this certain manner. I don't care. I don't care what it is. I'm your child. So we go back and forth, boom, 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 to the point where I took an Uber from Connecticut home. Like, I was like, yo, you get in that fucking car. She was like, she said, I'm not getting shit, because I know she didn't want to drive either. I'm not getting shit. You drive your car, you do your shit, I'ma be okay. I get home. Of course, by that time, she calls the world.
Of course.
Everybody knows, but
All
everybody,
aunts, everybody
and,
calling
and
your
I mean,
phone.
I call my aunts. I say, yo, if y'all don't step in right now,
It's gonna be bad.
I don't know what's gonna happen to this lady because she's talking crazy. Like, so this is when my other aunt called and was like, yo, she did some research about the medication she was taking, and she told me about it, and she was like, you got to understand, like, no, I talked to my dad. You know, I don't even talk to my dad about shit like that. He was breaking it down to me. So, I mean, eventually, like, we got to, of course, a much better place, and that shit that needed to go out. But I was raised under a roof that had no emotion. And I came to realize that when she's just, like, it takes her a moment to say, like, I love you now. Like, she'll say it, but it's like, and she'll say it first now, but before it was like, I didn't get hugs. I didn't get none of that shit. And for me, I thought that was normal. I thought, no niggas got hugs. I didn't think they moms, like, you feel me? Like, I didn't feel like it was like, yo, it was something that was supposed to happen at your household, especially a single parent. I'm thinking she's the hardest, like, individual in the world. Like, she's the gangster. Like, whatever she does is what I'm following. This is what it is. But in fact, it started from her not getting that love from somebody. So when I see Scrappy and him and his mom go at it, like, I feel for him. And as much as it's crazy to say, I feel for her. Because I'm not saying that she wanted to raise him in that world that he had to be raised in, but she, in her mind, she did the best thing she could. And to see he's not dead or in jail and he's successful,
That was a win.
In her mind,
That's
it's a
success.
win.
No, in her head, that's
in her,
a success.
So when she goes back and says that dumb shit, which is, I would like an
forgive him.
apology, like, I can talk to them now because they get, and it's like, I have to cross that shit out because her mind state is in a place where it's not right. She doesn't know wrong. Nobody was ever going to tell her wrong because she was that strong female dominance, running hoes and doing all this shit. And so in her mind, it was the only right she knew to raise a child. So what she said was very wrong and stupid and dumb as shit. But when somebody's not taught what's right and what's wrong and how to raise something,
Or just given a different perspective.
and it's truth behind it, and I'm not taking up on her side at all because I think she's, like I said, I think what she said was
wrong.
was wild.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they both have their moments where it's something where therapy would be needed. Like, it's more than therapy that has to go on, but it's something that she has to take. In order for them to get better, she has to take accountability, which she's
True
not.
indeed.
So taking accountability, which my mom did, which was the biggest thing for me, because I had to do a lot to just like kind of just forgive in a way. But once she understood what, even besides the side effects of the drugs, which really made her spiral into some shit that she wasn't, it was her understanding like, I didn't get that love and I didn't show you that love that you might have needed, but all I knew was tough love.
Yeah.
And growing up, especially as black men, we're groomed to be functional with tough love, when the word love is not tough at all.
It's not supposed to be.
The definition really is soft.
Yeah.
In a way. And that's how it's supposed to be given. And I feel like when it comes to black households, when we turn 18, we got to get the fuck out the house. Like it's you got to go. It's not even a thought process. And in our mind, it's not even, I don't want to be here. Well, I want to be at your crib. Like, I want to have my own shit. And every other
raised in dysfunction.
in every other home, every other race besides the black household, African American household.
Yeah, the black American household.
Yeah, the African American household. You stay at the crib, to save money. So when you do have a family,
Absolutely.
you're not in debt.
Absolutely.
You stay in the crib because in a lot of cultures, that's what you stay at home. You be not under your mom, but your mom's cooking. You getting right. You getting right to prepare yourself for the next level of what your dad did. Because when you go out there, you taking care of the whole family. With us, it's like, I don't care. You don't got a pot to piss in. 18 is like your due date to get the fuck out. And that alone, there's not much we could do, especially if you're not being raised in the right household, which I don't think he was. So he wasn't raised in a great household, but yet you're still telling me to get out at 18. What else am I supposed to do besides sell drugs?
I might leave earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
For self-preservation.
And that's the thing about it is, even in the African American home, we do try to leave early. It don't be 18. It's like, yo, I know 18 I'm trying to get out here. How many stories do we know? Y'all left the house when I was 16.
Facts.
Y'all left the house, 15, I moved over here, I did all this. And it's like, yo, but it's all in the fear of us. It's like, yo, that due date is coming and we don't know what to do. And we're getting kicked out of a home when we don't even have the means to raise ourselves because we weren't raised right.
Yeah.
So how can you expect me to be something more than what you were or what you were taught when it's nearly impossible?
It's like kicking a baby bird out of the nest before you teach him how to fly.
Yeah, it's like, just go, do your thing. Your friends do it. I did it. Your pops did it. Why can't you? And it's not the way.
It's not the way it should be. What about you, Mouse? Do you think you can identify a certain childhood trauma or certain childhood traumas that have led you to where you are
There's a few,
today?
right? One that sticks out, like, obviously no sexual traumas, no, I wasn't abused, shit, I wasn't beat enough, but I wasn't abused or anything like that. The shit I dealt with goes a little deeper, right? And the reason I say it is because nobody knew fucking better. No one knew better. My mother and my uncle were both adopted by two older people, my grandmother and my grandfather. My mother lost her father that adopted her when she was 11 years old. At like one of the most critical times a girl needs her father.
Mm-hmm.
She then was raised in the house with a Now, when my grandfather moved up here, built the house from Suffolk, Virginia, he brings up all of his family members. So these are his sisters, and they live downstairs, and they're raising their kids, and everybody's raising one big happy family until my grandfather died. Then there's this switch because now they treat my mom and my uncle as if they're not family, like they adopted. And if you're in a black household, you know that's a no-no.
That is a big no-no.
That's, you don't, like, my dad is not my dad. Is not my biological dad. That's my dad. And any family of his is my family.
Simple as that.
I don't have no half brothers. My sisters are my sisters. That's all
Facts.
I see them as, right? Like, technically they're my
No, there's no technically.
There
bro.
is
Like,
no. We
shit
got
is-
the same
that
mama.
shit
We
is
got the
what?
same daddy. Like, what the fuck is you talking about?
I don't care if we don't. We got the same anything. You my brother. Or
Oh,
my
for
sister.
real.
Like, what are we?
So at that point, that just, sets the tone. Then she meets my biological father, and then that's where my trauma starts, right? Because She didn't know no better. And this man, I don't know if I would not call him a predator, but he's definitely older than my mother. Definitely put my mother through some things, some traumatic things, where it would have a long lasting effect that she never dealt with because black women in the 80s given time to be soft and be hurt and be hurt.
Never.
Yeah.
Who's grown up in the church, whose whole job is to keep this under wraps. Oh, we can't let this out. And if it do come out, you're gonna be looked like as a hoe.
Word.
Not that this man got
Point
this
to
young girl
blame.
pregnant. This pastor got this young girl pregnant. We should hold this pastor accountable. No, it's gonna be
Of course.
she's
It's
gonna
always
get ousted.
Of course. It's always going to be. Yeah.
So when you turn that inward in a house, of course, I felt like I dealt with some things, especially the older I got. I dealt with some things that were probably a direct result of just who my father was, down to the way I was spoken to, right? Like my mother used to just be like, out of nowhere, right? Just out of nowhere. We'd be sitting there, she'd be like, I'll say something, she's like, you said it just like your father. Don't say that no more.
All right.
What?
How did he say it?
Or what? Or if we have a disagreement. No,
So-
see, you think you're gonna talk to me like Andre talked to his. Oh shit, I forgot. Bleep that out, real. Like such and such talk to his mother.
Why would that even?
It's always you're combating
It's also
I'm
comparing you.
Yeah, I'm being compared and battling a shadow. I can't even live in myself. Right, that's one. And then but this is also like I said, no one knew any better.
Yeah.
There was no verbiage for this. There wasn't therapy. No one knew better.
Not at the time.
Then I'm the oldest. I'm the only boy in the house. My creativity wasn't embraced. It was silenced, which is why I probably grew up the way I grew up and said, "Oh, ain't nobody gonna silence me. Ain't nobody gonna quiet me.
Fact.
I'm loud. What? Suck my dick." Like because
Loud.
in the house it was shut that up. Well, I would and by no we're sharing, right? This
We're
is
just
not
talking. Yeah,
this is not a pile on my parents' day. Or pile on my mother day, right? Because I do understand that I do hold my father on a different pedestal
Yep.
than my mother. I understand that, and I don't. It is what it is. That man chose me. He didn't have to. He will always be a real life superhero. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah, she didn't know no better, right? And I remember I would be around the house doing what they call air checks now, but I was just recording myself acting like Angie Martinez or acting like somebody on the radio back in the day and be like, shut that up. There's no space for it. What you want to be when you grow up? I want to be on the radio. No, you got to be a doc. No, get a job. My dream, as supportive as my mother is, and all of you have experienced my mother,
Yeah.
as supportive as she is of her son and his dream right now, it was not always like that.
I know that. Yeah.
It was not always like that.
I believe you.
It was fought vehemently against. Get a job, get a job, get a job. Get a job, get a job. What's this? Plain mess. And so it is so hard for me to accept the love that I have now from her. I'm like, nah, you only here for the win.
Hmm.
You only here for the win. Where was this win?
When where was in the beginning?
Where was this? She didn't know no better. I'm the only creative in the family. She didn't know no better.
Right.
There is no one that does what I do or even seemingly.
There's nobody who she could base this off of.
Something new.
Yeah.
It's something that their generation didn't have. And I think that's what fucked me up the most. I didn't get, my mom never was like, just like your dad, like, just don't say, you sound, the only thing she would say about my pops is like, yo, keep acting up, I'm gonna send you over there.
That's the other thing.
It was,
Yeah.
because over there was California. And I'm 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's
Like, and I'm
a
just like,
million miles away.
I'm like, what? I don't
gonna
know.
take me
nothing.
away from
You're gonna take me away from life,
everything I've known in
to
life?
go over to some nigga that you don't even have to tell me he's a bad person. Just by him not being here, it ain't good to me. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be with nobody. I'm talking about my pops would have jobs in New York when
And
I'm
not
4 or
even see
5.
you.
What? I'm talking about he'd be here for 8 months filming and would not come and see me. I would not know nothing.
So
that he was in
to
town.
that point, that's the other thing. We all know I've talked about it at length on the show. I have an issue with abandonment.
Yeah.
Like I said on the last episode, I take things. You leaving me, I take that personally. I don't care about your
whatever you have.
I don't care about
going
that.
on or what
You
you
left
feel
me.
like, yeah.
That's
To me,
what happened.
I don't care about what you had.
Right.
That's what you did.
So that was the thing. My mother would always threaten that. Oh, you acting too bad? I'm sending you with your father. Now, I didn't have to that point. That's where we differ. Because my parents were very honest with me about who my biological father was and type of person he was, as well as I would see it by not seeing him, right? I would be like, oh, okay. So why would you send me over there?
Right. What's the point?
It must be a punishment.
Am I not worth fighting for? Because because I'm having an issue, because I'm over whatever. I was a bad kid. I can tell the truth. I was bad. I was fucking motherfuckers up. I was fighting, doing dumb shit. I was out wilding.
But still.
But I'm yours.
Yeah, you brought me. I didn't ask to be here.
I look at it the same way I look at relationships. I'm out here wilding. I get it, but I'm yours. So to continuously threaten me with that might be worse than actually sending me away. Because now
I deflected it. After she kept telling me as I got older, she said something like, I'll send you your father. So I said, send me.
Yeah.
And that was the day she was like, fuck. I was like, send me, bro. So you keep threatening me to send me to this nigga crib. Send me. I was like, it don't sound half bad.
And that shit Ryan said really, really hit home too, because I ain't getting no hugs.
Never. It wasn't like I didn't get no hugs. It's like she didn't have time for hugs.
Yeah,
Like-
it's not a direct shot against her, but it's something.
As a kid, and the reason I don't take it so personally is because none of us did.
Yeah.
My siblings, none of us.
I didn't have siblings from my mom, so it was like that's all I knew. But I see other people and their parents being, I'm like, yeah, y'all just on each other. Like, why would you? But to my mind, it's like, yo, your parent hug you like that. It's
like, why is your
dad like, yo, you pussy? Like, yo, why do you need all this comfort and shit? And now that I got older, I'm like, yo, but this is also
no, go back, say it again.
Yeah, now that I get older, I need that comfort.
Yeah,
I need it. Affection.
I need it.
But
I need
thrive
it. And I
over it.
know this, and I know it's Mouse too. I know it's you too. We need affection in our relationship.
Hell,
Like
Need.
when we're around a joint that we like,
You don't even gotta be my girl. My hand is on
My
you,
hand
yo.
is on you. Like I'm not, and you take what you want. And I'll ask you like, yo, am I doing too much? Like, and that's just because of I never got that. And not just me, I want that feeling. But when I have kids, I don't want them to ever feel like you can't come hug me. You can't come.
To this day, kids, you want come? I mean, obviously, my kid's a little older, so I respect their agency. I'm like, have a hug? Give me a hug. I need a hug.
Fact,
Hug me up.
I'm be the annoying pops. Like, yo, hug me. Like, yo, you ashamed of me in front of all your friends. Like, yo, I'm be the pops that pull up to the school when you hop out.
Oh,
I love you.
They already
Like,
know it.
OD.
They already
I'm
know
doing
when I
it.
pull up to the school, I hop out the
turning it
whip.
up.
When I drop damn it. When I drop Sonny off, jump out the whip, screaming. Scream. Let's
I
go.
can't wait. Oh, I can't wait.
Let's go. Good day today. Let's go.
But those days,
understand it's up for you when I get a chance to do it.
and that's fire.
And then I'm pulling up day 2, Tristan. As long as you know, you could. I'm pulling up day 2. I'm gonna let your dad have day 1.
Yeah,
But day 2,
and it's
up.
but that's fire. But that's also us growing up like we did,
Controlling the narrative.
and exactly, and our parents didn't control the narrative.
Nope.
Because my dad,
They didn't
like,
know how to.
Even when it came to my dad, it was just we finally had a like I'm 33. We finally had a conversation, and I posted on my page so y'all can see the shit on Father's Day. But it also was right after me and my mom got into it. Like these were days apart when the shit happened. So my dad told me this. He kind of was trying to. He's like, yo, honestly, bro, I couldn't do it. I was all that stuff. I get it. She going through this, but then he was like, yo, I wasn't. He's like, you're putting a lot on your mom type stuff, but I wasn't there. So a lot of the shit that should be going on me, you putting it on her. And then we just broke it down how he met his pops when he was 19, 20.
Damn.
Then his pops died when he was 22, 23. He was, my dad was raised in Polo Grounds at 10. He moved to Red Hook when he was 12. He has a 10-year gap from his brother, but my grandmother has polio. So she can't walk. She's in a wheelchair or she's on crutches. You can't control no 12-year-old boy in a
Not
house.
at all.
See what I'm saying? He doesn't know nothing else but selling drugs. That's all he knows is crack, weed, coke, all that shit. This is all he was doing at 11, 12 years old. So it's like not knowing and not seeing. He's like, yo, bro, I didn't know how to raise. He told me I didn't know how to raise the son because I wasn't raised
Properly.
in any proper way. Like my mother couldn't move, so I was paying her. I was doing rent is mad cheap. She could disable like all that shit. Like it's so much shit in my mind that I'm not even thinking about because that's not me. I didn't know because you're not telling me shit.
We don't as the benefit to growing up is that you actually get a clearer perspective. I feel like as you start to get older, you start to step away from the trees and see more of the forest. My own childhood traumas, all of the things that I've gone through, I realize and I recognize that it's from, on my dad's side, my dad being the oldest child, not really knowing his father and being kind of like disowned by his father's side of the family. Anytime he would come around, my dad's side of the family be like, "Yo, what are you coming around for? You coming here for money? Like, what are you doing here?" Like he's like the forbidden child on that side of the family, and then still having to hold it down for his brothers and sisters because my grandmother wasn't. My grandmother was doing whatever she could to try to feed them, and then on my mom's side, the reason why she's such a hard nigga is because facts. The reason why she's such a hard nigga is because she was born by to an immigrant who didn't know how to raise her, so she gave her up for adoption for the first few years of her life, and came back and got her, and died when she was 17. And my mom being the oldest and not having her dad around or anything, just being raised by this immigrant Dominican woman trying to figure out how to make it in New York City, then then she passes away at 17, leaving you with your siblings to raise by yourself and figure everything out. You start to realize how much of this stuff kind of stems from the way that they were raised and the things that they've been through, their traumas. So my one question that I want to kind of ask you both, understanding now the perspective that we have, that the way that we were raised is solely based on the way that our parents were raised, and so on and so forth. How much of that, where we are and the things that we've been through, do you blame on the way our parents was raised versus epigenetics? For everybody at home who doesn't understand what epigenetics is, it's the study of trauma through generations.
Yeah,
so like
it's just
the things that
basically, is it in you or is it?
It's literally.
Is it in you or is it done
to us,
to
or
you?
is it done to us, or is it in us?
I think I'm okay with saying I blame it on epigenetics, but I'm also okay with saying there's a choice.
There is.
Right? There's a choice to stand by or keep status quo, right? Because you may be acting out of instinct, which is the epigenetic part, right? You're acting out of instinct. But there's a part that says, ooh, this is hurting this kid. This kid don't smile as much. This kid.
But it's hard.
This kid's not a kid.
But it's hard to recognize that if you've never seen it.
You know what kids are supposed to look like. We see TV.
I mean, we see.
Kids supposed to smile.
We see TV.
You knew your life was hard, and you did not like how hard your life was. Why would you make someone else's life hard?
They don't got. But the parents got time. They don't got time to even fix it.
Not even just that, but the parents will see those happy moments and think that that's everything, right? They'll see the Christmas day and be like, okay, that's the happiness that we see on the television. They'll see the McDonald's trips and they'll be like, okay, that's the happiness that we see on television.
Because it's like, yo. And I agree. I definitely agree with you.
I do too.
I agree with you too. But it's like, yo, if our parents, like my mom worked 2 jobs most of my life, if not more. In her mind, it's like, yo, me getting these gifts, me getting this, I'm working my ass off just to make you see like that's love. I think my mom's love was less like affectionate, but it was more
things.
It was more like, no, it wasn't even gifts. It was just like, yo, I'm doing this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't have no wants. Anything you need, you got. Food's on the table. We traveling based off of, we had hook, whatever it was. Like, our things were structured right that we can make moves and shit like that. She was like, yo. And then it was also like a lot of kids around here that can't even do what you do.
True.
Like, they can't even, we traveling, even though it's like my grandfather and my aunt worked for the airlines. Like, we travel for free and shit, but it's still like,
but it's still like the other
I'm
kids
working my
yeah.
ass off. You get to go to I'm putting you in these summer camp. I think that was my mom's thing. Like, let me try to do as much for you in my mind and what I think is good for you, instead of learning what you really want. Not in a sense of buying stuff, but like, she probably didn't think I wanted hugs. Like, she probably didn't think I wanted to be held. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things she
I heard
probably
my mother
didn't
say that. When we brought it up, when we had spoke about it, I didn't think you need a hug.
Facts. I don't think I need to tell you I love you. You should know that.
What?
But it's things they think you should already know. Like, I don't have to tell you I love you because you should know I love you. And it's like, nah, I need to hear it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't. And a lot of people do.
Man, I'm so happy that you was talking about it earlier. I'm so happy that gentle parenting is a thing.
Now.
'Cause these kids have a fighting chance.
Dog. I every day I look at Tristan and I think about the ways that I want her to just go through the world. I want her to be strong, but I don't want her to have to be strong or feel like
her
that's
strength to be a choice.
Yeah, I want her strength to be a choice. That's simple. That simple. And a lot of times we as a people have not been afforded choice. So to wrap this up, put a button on this. I want you guys for a second to close your eyes and just imagine. Honestly, close your eyes. I want you both to imagine and think and just tell us, where do you think you would be without said childhood trauma?
Wouldn't be me. So it's tough to say where I would be.
Just imagine. Where do you think? What doors do you think?
Childhood trauma for me starts with not having two parents in the house. So you're giving me two parents in the house?
Absolutely.
But then it goes back to I didn't know a stand-up nigga, so he probably would have fucked up anyway. I gotta keep it a buck. I knew niggas with mothers saying fuck.
I hate this show.
Yo, gotta keep it real.
I fucking hate this show.
You really just trying to say, yo, a perfect
That's why I said close your eyes in your dream world. Where would you want to be?
Because Ryan is saying he was born into the Trump.
I think the hardest thing to do in America is be positive and black.
Yeah.
James Baldwin said to live as a conscious black man in America is to constantly live in rage.
Live in rage. Yeah.
And it's like, yo, that's crazy because you're telling me, yo, you're giving a perfect scenario. You were raised by two. Everything is great. How do you think your life would be? That nigga would have fucked up. Like, in my mind, I'm like, it wouldn't have been like, it's hard for me to see so much good in some shit that I know was fucking shaking up.
It is so sick that this nigga and me because literally when you said that, I tried to run through the gamut and be like, oh, I could do it. But then I was like, well, that wouldn't be me. And then if I didn't drop out of high school, now I would have did him. I would have been. I have such a working relationship with my trauma and my demons that I'm just fine with them. I would not want to imagine a world without them. I know it sounds crazy, but like I would not want to imagine a single second without any of the demons or issues, traumas, whatever the word is of the time. I wouldn't want to live without them because it makes me. And I'm so happy with who I am. I'm so proud of who I am. I'm so proud of where I came from.
As you should.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, shit. Maybe we should have added a few more traumas on there. I might have been a millionaire.
Oh shit.
I might have had money when I met her.
You might have. I'm just saying. All right, let's end the podcast.
Let's get out of here.
Let's end the show here, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you guys coming in and jumping into our innermost thoughts, our jokes, our laughs, our cries, everything, man.
Anybody cried?
Nobody cried this week, but besides Scrappy.
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! This is why.
It was nasty.
It was true. He was the only one that cried.
We were doing so well.
He was the only one that cried. Anyway, we thank you guys. It's almost 4 years. Let's kind of go down the line. Ra, what you got coming up, man? Talk to us.
What's today? I have a party, Complex Con.
Ooh.
Say that again. I didn't hear you. Say it again.
Ooh. Complex Con after party.
You got what?
It probably already happened by now, though.
We'll see. But if it is,
the
if it's
the
not,
19th at Los Globos, hosted by Nigel Sylvester, Erie Hall DJing. I got a lineup. People trying to take my DJ lineups. They be trying to duplicate what I do, but you can't be two of me in the world. You're. What about you, Mouse?
What I got going on? Trap karaoke.
Yeah.
Each and every time out is a beautiful time out, so I appreciate y'all. What else? With Mouse Jones, we got that every 1st and the 15th.
Yep.
Punch, what up? What else? I think with Mouse Jones, Trap karaoke. Make sure y'all catch up on all the episodes of the past 3 seasons of the What Hip Hop Question Legends and List.
Yep.
On Black Effect Network, and get ready for season 4 in January. And I'm about to hit that stage again.
Ooh, I can't wait. We're gonna write up a good ass show for you.
Yeah,
for me, if you are watching this, if you are seeing this, if you are seeing my face right now, if you are hearing my voice, I am on paternity leave. Don't call me. Don't text me.
Call me.
I am deep in the middle of my cocoon with my babies. So I'll holla at y'all probably on the other side of the year. And yeah, we'll figure it out. You know what I want to do before we get out of here? Just one thing, real fast. We haven't done this in a while. Rod, give us a help tip for the week.
Hey,
get that ass up off the couch and work out.
Facts.
Get up, work out, run, jog, walk, lift
something with yourself.
Because a lot of us, and I say us, black people, are dying off of simple shit. The fact that just not drinking water. Y'all niggas is dirty if y'all don't drink water. Y'all too old. But just those little simple things, can make or break you.
Mouse.
Living proof.
Brush your teeth.
Please.
Brush your teeth.
Brush your tongue.
Brush the ones that you want to keep, as my grandfather would say.
It's because some of you niggas be skipping the side. You ain't got no side teeth. Motherfuckers, they got no side teeth.
You gotta chill out.
You gotta scrub. Like, get that white off your tongue. It's not supposed to be there.
It's not supposed to be there.
I don't know. What you got, Mac? Sir, lift a lot?
Health tip of the week. Everybody, at least once, I would say once a week, but maybe for you, if you don't got the time, at least once a month, do something for yourself. Just pamper yourself. Go get your nails done. Go get a massage. Do whatever you can do. Just pamper yourself. I think a lot of times we get caught up in life and we constantly forget about ourselves. We spend so much time putting in work, putting into other people, our children, our wives, our family members, our friends. We don't spend time.
Why are you always taking shots at me?
I'm sorry. It's not.
Our wives.
Relax.
Our wives.
Relax. We tend to forget about ourselves. So I want you guys to really just take some time and really pay attention to yourself this week. That's my health tip.
Guys next door, 123@gmail.com. Send in your listener letters so we can do our best to help you out or ruin your life. We don't know. We have no idea till we read the letter.
Nope.
Other than that, we'll see y'all asses on Monday.
Peace.